Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So Jay, stuck between a rock and a hard place. That is Shakur Stevenson, according to Bob Arum. Now, Bob Arum has been talking greasy about Shakur Stevenson here over the last couple of days. He was recently on Cigar Talk and was talking about the fact that Shakur Stevenson is stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's not going to sign or re-sign with Top Rank. And, of course, if he's not going to re-sign with Top Rank and Top Rank has fights that are available, Top Rank is going to give those fights to the people that are signed to him. I mean, it makes total sense, so we understand that. But he also referenced Eddie Hearns and Matchroom, and that Eddie Hearns really isn't all that interested in signing Shakur Stevenson either, because he's not willing to pay Shakur Stevenson the amount of money that he was getting with Top Rank, which makes perfect sense to me as well, because I've stated this for quite some time, and I don't know why Top Rank has been doing this. But sometimes they overpay fighters in terms of their guarantee, right? That's the same thing that happened with Terrence Crawford. I know a lot of people are going to get upset by me making that statement, but Terrence Crawford had a inflated idea of what his value was based off of what he was making with Top Rank. In my personal opinion, I think Shakur Stevenson is probably in a similar situation. So if Eddie Hearns of Matchroom feels this way and he's not re-signing with Top Rank, then where is he going? Now, there's been a lot of speculation that he would sign with somebody like Floyd Mayweather. That would be interesting, signing with Floyd Mayweather. He is taking the Floyd Mayweather path in that currently his manager is Jay Prince. Floyd used to work with Jay Prince as well. Floyd broke away from Jay Prince eventually, and he never really signed with Gold. He just became independent because he didn't sign with Golden Boy. He was just working with their fighters, and then eventually he created Mayweather Promotions, and we know the story from there. So I don't know if that's, definitely I don't believe Shakur Stevenson is in a position to do that. I don't think he has the correct attitude to go down that path currently, and I think he's a little bit younger than Floyd when Floyd did that or made that move. So I just don't think he's mature enough in the sport of boxing to do anything like that. So maybe he's gonna sign with Floyd, maybe he's gonna sign with PBC. Who knows? PBC would make a lot of sense if he wants a Gervonta Davis fight, because it's going to all be in-house. And I think a lot of people don't understand that when you are a promoter or you are an entity and you are splitting an event with someone else, that means everybody got to get paid. That means you're splitting the profit. So, of course, if you're a promoter, you would prefer to keep it in-house so that you don't have to split in that money off and you can make a little bit more money. So I can completely understand that. So we'll see what ends up happening, but I don't know. It really depends on what people see in Shakur Stevenson. Do they see the potential in Shakur Stevenson to be a pay-per-view star? I mean, currently he doesn't necessarily have the kind of style that would make you want to really watch Shakur. And a lot of people say that about Floyd too, and I know that's what I'm going to see in the comment section. What about Floyd? Floyd didn't have a pay-per-view appealing style, but Floyd has a pay-per-view appealing personality. And people tune in just as much to see the personality and or to see the individual lose as they will for the actual style of the fight. And so I just don't believe that Shakur Stevenson, although he is on social media quite often and talking a lot, I just don't believe that he has the drawing appeal of somebody like Floyd Mayweather. And with that style, it could become concerning for him. So I don't believe he's going to get the level of pay that he's looking for. And therefore, to Bob Arum's point, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Jay, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, one thing about Floyd, people forget Pretty Boy was there first before Money. Pretty Boy had that style. He was knocking people out, TKOs and whatnot. That style was what led to Money made once his hands broke down and he became a different type of fighter. So he had already established himself as being a electrifying fighter in the ring before he became Money May. So that's where a lot of people, these new people that are coming on, like, oh, Floyd's born. Like, you don't know Floyd's career then. You don't know where he came from, what he put in to become Money May. That's one thing Shakur never had. Shakur never had that style from the get-go. He wasn't knocking people out, TK on them. He's always been the same type of fighter. He's a very good fighter, very talented fighter, very skilled. But the way he acts outside of the ring, especially after his last fight against De Los Santos, a.k.a. Ghost, and not taking accountability, making it seem like, oh, I styled him. People just hate me. And then he's fighting Frank's leftovers and fighting Artem. Are you really chasing greatness in that way? You should have taken the Devin fight that you had last year. You said I should have taken a call to bluff. Yeah, you should have. Now your chance at undisputed real quickly, and then you could have definitely showed what you were against Devin. And you, if you had won, you would have been undisputed. Would have been having a lot more play and controlling the game. Now it's funny that Eddie was just like, "Nah, I ain't paying you. I ain't." He's a skilled fighter, but I ain't paying him what you paying him, Bob. And Bob's like, "Oh, I really want him to go out and do free agency and see what's out there." And he kind of smirked and laughed, like, "You gonna go out there? You'll be back. You'll be back to me because I'm paying you the most." And I wouldn't be surprised if Bob even gives him a lower pay then now they did before. Unless he has a real good showing against Artem, which he should. They try to boost his name and clean his name again. After that showing against De Los Santos. With Shakur, people talking about what he might get with Floyd. Floyd's not in the business to lose money. He needs someone that's going to be knocking people out, putting cheeks in seats, not just skilled. Shakur's not putting cheeks in seats unless it's in Newark. And every fight ain't going to be in Newark, and they ain't going to be able to open up to 10, 15, 20,000 people to come see him. It's going to be like 5 to 9. So that's not what Floyd's going to try to do. Floyd to train him from time to time. Yeah, he does that with all the fighters. He did it with Keyshawn. He did it with Tank. He did it with Keyshawn. Did it with Devin. So he's done it with everybody. So I don't see him signing with Floyd and them. PBC, we'll see about that. That'd be, like you said, that'd be interesting choice for him to go there because that'd be a straight line for him to get the Tank sooner than later. Yeah. But Shakur's in a rough spot, but he has to showcase his whole ability against Artem, regardless of what people may think of where they rate Artem. If he's a good fighter, C-level fighter, D-level fighter, whatever he may think he is, it's about what Shakur does in that ring. Shakur has to look outstanding there. He should go for the KO and get out to show that he can be electrifying with knockout power, placing the proper punch to get someone get someone up out of there. If he don't, he's really gonna have to stay with top rank and just fight whoever they got over there and not get to the star that some people think he could be.
Yeah, I don't know if he can be a star. It's possible. I mean, really, everything is about marketing. And when you change your marketing style, it's possible. I made a statement earlier about Floyd, and Floyd had but remember Floyd, and now that I think about it, Floyd actually, his marketing was Pretty Boy. He was going down the Golden Boy path, the Oscar De La Hoya path, and that wasn't really working
He
for
played
him.
the villain.
Yeah, and then he changed himself to Money Mayweather. He changed his marketing strategy, and he became the man in the sport of boxing. So I think just Shakur just has to change his marketing strategy, and I think we'll see him maybe improve his stock overall in the sport. So we'll see what ends up happening. You all tell us what you think in the comment section. Is Shakur Stevenson stuck between a rock and a hard place? Of course, he wants the biggest fight in the sport, which is Gervonta Davis, and right now the fight may not be as marketable as needed in order to pay him and Gervonta what he wants as well. So we'll see. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast, AM Sports Media, and we are out.